Hey house guests, welcome to today's BB20 updates and spoilers, aka the Gum and Dogs show. Just kidding. Our house guest of the day is Catherine B. Yay! The week of Kathy continues. Catherine, we want to wish you a very happy birthday. We really hope you're enjoying your day and that it's super special. Yay! And if you guys want to be house guest of the day like the birthday girl, check out our Patreon link in the info box below. Alright, so if you missed yesterday's spoiler, I highly suggest you pause this video, go back and watch the other one first, and then come back here because yesterday's spoiler is necessary viewing before watching this one. Okay, I mean like the house meeting, it's all in there. The immediate aftermath, I was like aftermath of the house meeting is in yesterday's spoiler. So after the immediate stuff, Fessy was talking to JC in the lounge room, and JC is like, Fessy, you're being an idiot. Haleigh majorly jeopardized your game this week. You could have gone up as the replacement nominee. She doesn't have your back, even after you used the veto on her. What's that all about? So he's asking Fessy, why are you working with someone who doesn't give an F about you? So Fessy's like, yeah, she made a dumb move. Like, I wish she would have picked me to play in the veto, but like, I trust her. So then Fessy starts bringing up the votes for this week. You know, Bailey versus Rockstar. Who's it going to be? So he says Haleigh said that she's going to cancel out Tyler's vote. So we're going to need 4 votes for Bailey to stay. So there's Fessy, Haleigh, and then Fessy's thinking, I'll probably be able to get Brett's vote. Ah! That just tells us that Brett is doing a really good job of his secret work. Also, he's telling JC, if you keep her, she'll use her power next week and you'll be safe. Alright, so eventually Bailey joins them and she's like, I feel so much better now. After all that screaming, I got all that out. Got it out of my system. She says she blacked out during it. She freaking bit her cheek so hard, that's why it was bleeding. She thought at first she freaking threw a tooth or something. Like, so anyway, they're kind of laughing about that. Then Rockstar comes in, and Rockstar's saying Tyler had everything to do with that. Like, this is all his fault, blah, blah, blah. So Bailey's like, well, Tyler can thank himself for her getting the power because he's the one that used the veto week 2, and he wanted Swaggy to get backdoored, and that's why Bailey got the power. If you're gonna, like, keep going back, maybe it's your fault for getting in a showman's. Seriously though, like that logic is a little bit crazy. But anyway, Bailey says in front of Rockstar, hopefully that house meeting will change people's opinions. You know, no offense Rockstar, but hopefully people will vote to save me. Awkward! And what made it even more awkward was Rockstar was just like, God, what is going on? She like wants to get evicted against Bailey. And she keeps saying that like, oh, if Bailey's gonna win this thing. Do you really think that Bailey's gonna win this thing after that house meeting? No. Okay, so anyway, Rockstar and JC were alone, and she's like, I don't want to go home yet. And JC's like, well, if I vote to keep you, I don't want it to be a waste. I need to know that you're gonna want to be here and play this game. So Rockstar's like, yes, I want to be here. She wants to win the HOH so that she can put up Angela and Tyler. She says they've been sitting pretty now, and Tyler was just on the block, but they've been sitting pretty. She says that Casey has also been sitting pretty, but she's not gonna put her up because she's gay. What the freak? That is... Okay, so anyway, sure, if that's how you want to make your game decisions, you go for it. So JC tells her, look, you should probably just lay low right now because Bailey was basically asking people to evict her with that freak out. Like, who's going to want to keep her in the house after that? So he's telling her, just relax. It's going to be fine. All right. You know who's looking golden right now? Freaking Brett! What? He is stepping it up. This has been a very good week for him. Obviously, he's cool with level 4. But he is deep undercover right now. He's talking to the Hive, and they're buying it. He's all like, I'm alone. I'm not with them anymore. What? I don't know what's going on. And they were thinking it's legit. So even Rockstar was hugging him and saying that she likes him now. What? Okay, so Brett was talking to Bailey in the have-not room. Bailey's like, wow, it's really nice to know that you had no idea what was going on this week and you had nothing to do with this whole thing. Ah! Sure. She tells Brett that she would love to work with him, but she's worried that he would just go and spill everything if he was on the block again. Because, like, remember what happened last time he was on the block and he was all, Bailey's got a power up. Brr, 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 brr. But he says that it would be different if they were working together. He wouldn't do that. Okay, but Brett was being really cool during this conversation. He's comforting Bailey while she's explaining why she was so hurt by Tyler and Angela this week, and he's telling her, like, no, that was a normal human reaction on your part. You know, you don't have to worry about it. It wasn't that bad. Brett, you go and get that jury vote. I mean, really. So then Bailey apologizes for putting him up last week. She tells him all about her power app and how it works. She tells him it's good for 2 more weeks. And she says if she stays, she will not use the app against him. Brett is just soaking in all of this info so he can bring it to his allies later. So then Angela, Tyler, and Casey were chatting in the HOH room. And they're still not 100% convinced that Bailey is not the hacker. They've got this theory that this was all a big plan and that Haleigh was just covering for Bailey and Bailey's the hacker. I'm sorry, but, like, look who you're talking about. This is freaking the Hive, who has been on the wrong side of every vote, has been shocked every week when the votes went the wrong way, who flipped. So I really don't think that they would come up with an elaborate plan like that. Like, good for you for thinking that that's a possibility, but no. So anyway, regardless of who the hacker is, we've got 2 things here coming out of this house meeting. Number 1, they now have an excuse to target Haleigh, even if she's not actually the hacker, which she is, because she's still taking ownership for that. So they could just be like, Haleigh, you were the hacker, you're going up. And number 2, they don't care if Bailey's actually the hacker. They want her out because she has a power app. The hacker was just an excuse. Alright, so they're wondering if they still have the votes to get rid of Bailey, because maybe in some crazy way that house meeting flipped somebody's decision or something. So they're kind of worried at this point that Scottie might still be working with the other side. They think that maybe he knew ahead of time that Haleigh was the hacker and that she was going to have this meeting. They think that he was all in on that plan. I'm pretty sure he found out the night before, after Bailey, after Fessy, but I think before Rockstar. I'm not 100% sure on that, but that's what I think. I don't know. But he was not, there was no plan like that. Again, they're reaching right now. But they're also worried that maybe he's trying to start some sort of, like, middle group in between the 2 sides. So they're going to be keeping an eye on him. They don't feel as good about him as they did, like, a few days ago. Sam is also a question mark because she's gotten really close to Rockstar this week, helping her out with her punishment. And they feel like it was really weird how Sam ran to comfort Bailey after the house meeting and not Tyler, when Tyler is supposed to be, like, her brother in the house. So Angela's like, I wouldn't worry about that too much because Sam just comforts, like, whoever needs it. It doesn't matter what's going on game-wise. She's always gonna, like, be the mom figure. So Sam eventually makes her way up to the HOH room, and Sam is like, is this the part where everyone tells me what's going on? She's not feeling all this drama. Angela's like, that was all hilarious, hysterical, and Sam's like, I don't think it was. Angela says that this was all a show that the other side put on. She still thinks that Bailey's the hacker. Nope. Okay. But she says that they used this house meeting to make Tyler a target for next week. That is true. They were trying to use this to make Tyler a target. So Sam's like, I don't understand any of this drama. And she says, at this point, I can't stand any of you effing people. I'm ready to head out the door at any moment. If that's what happens, awesome. And I will say, it sounded like she was half serious, half joking. She doesn't need to be there. So she's like, I know that all these people in the house are making fun of me because I never know what's going on. I don't know how to play this game. She says, what you see is what you get with me. It's one of those like Sam speeches that we've heard a bunch of times before. She can't believe that she's still there. She didn't think she was going to make it this far. And now she feels like she's trapped because the jury has begun. So it's not like she can just go home if she's evicted. But she cares about everybody on a personal level. She says nothing that anybody does in this game is going to change that. She's excited to get to know everybody outside of the house after this thing's all over. But she said she doesn't give enough what happens in the game. But she's also saying this is like the best thing that's ever happened to her. She's not here for the money. She's here for the personal growth. And she feels like she's grown more in the last 2 months than she has in the last like 5 years. That's great, but like, what about the game? It might be nice to play it. I don't know. So she says that nothing that she does in this house has an ulterior motive. A lot of people get paranoid. They're like, why is Sam doing all this cleaning? Why is she doing all this cooking? Why is she doing my laundry? And it upsets her that people would think that of her because she's just trying to be Sam. She also doesn't want to make everybody else feel bad for playing the game just because she's not. So she starts getting really emotional when she mentions that her brother's birthday is on Friday. On her brother's birthday! So Angela was also crying. She's hugging Sam. She's like, I hate seeing you like this. I'm sorry that you feel so bad right now. You're having a tough time. She said, I hate this for you. So Sam is like, it's okay. I'll be out of here soon. Hopefully, fingers crossed. What are you doing here? She wants out before the bitter end. She does not see herself making it to the final 2. She says she's going to keep helping her group whenever and however she can. Come on, Sam. Alright, so then after Sam leaves, they're like, whoa, that was a moshi. What was that all about? Somebody's got to be in her ears telling her stuff because that was just so weird. So Casey thinks it's Rockstar. She's like freaking Grima Wormtongue up in here. She says that Rockstar and Sam have been hanging out a lot. Maybe she's planning stuff in her head. And that really upsets the three of them because they don't want the other side to try to manipulate Sam emotionally and then they're going to use her. They hope that she knows they love her for real. And they're not just using her for game, you know? They don't want the other side to be saying that to Sam and that she thinks it's true. So they're a little bit worried about that. But anyway, this trio of Angela, Casey, and Tyler were up in the HOH room for a really long time. Meanwhile, the Hive is downstairs like, I wonder what they're talking about. Like, what are they doing up there? So Bailey is just expecting people to come down from that room and start apologizing to her. Girl, I would not hold your breath because it's not going to happen. So then JC goes upstairs to report his findings to the group. Bailey says, JC reports that Bailey says she's going to go around and start campaigning now that it's out there who the hacker is. She doesn't have to worry about that. He says Rockstar is counting votes for Bailey to stay. Seriously, it's like she wants to go. It's so bizarre. She hasn't even really been campaigning. It's wild. Fessy said that he has Brett's vote for Bailey to stay. They say no way. Also, keep in mind, JC is not in on the whole Brett is playing the other side thing. He doesn't know that he's undercover right now. So he's like, oh, I don't know what's going on with Brett. Scottie said that he's confused. And JC's like, he better stick to the effing plan. He also reports that the hacker is planning to cancel Tyler's vote. And again, they're not completely convinced that it's Haleigh. It might be Bailey. So then Tyler and Angela are pretending to be concerned about Brett. JC says he's going to work his balls off to make sure that Bailey goes this week. He's got to lock in Scottie and Brett's votes. So JC also shares that he told Fessy he's going to vote for Bailey to stay, but he will not. There's no way he's keeping her, especially since she almost put him up on the block last week. Why would he keep her? But he is planning on telling Fessy how he's voting at the last minute because he's not going to be able to hide it. And he doesn't want to burn that bridge. Alright, so then Tyler and Brett check in with each other in the storage room. And Brett's just like, oh my god, man. I don't know why, but something about Brett's energy reminds me of one of the... I can't pinpoint which one, but just one of the characters from Tropic Thunder. Just like that energy. I don't know why, but does anybody else get that vibe? So he's telling Tyler the points are just not adding up for Haleigh to be the hacker this week. She says that she got 4 points in that competition, but there's still 2 that are like unaccounted for. Just doesn't make sense. And Tyler's like, it's all irrelevant. It doesn't matter who the hacker was this week. So Tyler's like, I'm hearing the other side is thinking that you're gonna vote to keep Bailey this week. And Brett's like, yup, I'm letting them think that. It's perfect. Obviously, he's still with level 4. And he says he really wants to go upstairs with them. But he has to wait. Their alliance works because of the secrecy. He doesn't want to blow his cover. And I have to say, Brett is doing a fantastic job this week. It's crazy. So then the feeds went down for a few hours for the halfway party. They didn't get any booze. Not after that house meeting. But they did get lots and lots of pizza. I'm assuming Big Brother played music for them because that's usually what they do, and that's why they turn the feeds off. And of course, they got the classic halfway cake with all their faces on it. Good times. All right, so then when the feeds came back, Bailey was campaigning to Scottie, and I'll just give you the highlights here. She was like, do you want to make a move for Tyler's game or for your game? She's like, I don't know what your relationship is like with Tyler because I've been hearing a lot of different things. And Scottie's all like, I mean, we like wouldn't put each other up. We save each other with the veto, but like we don't vote the same. That's a little weird. But Scottie says nobody ever tells him anything. He doesn't know what's going on. All right. Bailey says that this was supposed to be her week off. She set herself up last week as HOH to be safe this week. She says that she's sitting on the block for no reason. You have a mother effing power app. That is why you're on the block. You told Rachel about your power. It got out. That's why you're on the block. But sure. So then after this talk, she didn't really get any answers from Scottie, by the way. After this talk, Bailey goes to Rockstar in the pink bedroom. She's like, Rockstar, I think you're going to stay because you're not a threat to anyone. No offense. And she says, apparently somewhere along the way, I became a threat. Power up. So then Brett finally goes up to the HOH room with level 4, and they're all so happy to see him and vice versa. It's like the first day of summer camp after they haven't seen each other all year. And Brett's like, man, the other side is pitching me so hard. They're so stupid. He said, I was just talking to Haleigh, and she said that she wants to work with me, but she also said that she comes with 4 other people, so she basically told me all about her alliance, and she was like, you have to be willing to work with all of us. They are flabbergasted by Rockstar's self-sacrifice. They don't know why she's doing this. Nobody does. And they're still, again, not convinced that Haley's the hacker. And they're also kind of nervous about Scottie. They got to secure either him or Sam to make sure that Bailey goes this week. Okay, moving on. There was another Angela-Bailey one-on-one chat last night, and this one did not go any better than the last one. Bailey was kind of making the rounds, telling people, like, I had a really good time getting to know you, blah, blah, blah. If I go, I go. So she talks to Angela. This conversation cuts in, like, after it's already started. So I think Bailey initiated it, and she was all like, it's a game. I enjoyed getting to know you. Up until yesterday, I thought we were going to be friends for life, but... And Angela says, this is a game. We connected on a personal level, which I feel is going to go beyond this game. And Bailey's like, okay, well, I heard that you tried to tear me down even after you heard I was not the hacker. Angela denies it. She's like, I have said nothing personal. It was all game related. Anything negative was all game related. And Bailey's like, why were you even talking negatively about me at all? And Angela's like, it was all game related. So then Bailey's like, I haven't taken anything personally, but it actually broke my heart. Isn't that like the definition of taking something personally? I don't know. But she's upset because Angela was so quick to turn on her. See Rachel last week when Angela turned on her. Yeah, it looks like she has a pattern. Whoa. So Angela says she's still not sure that Bailey is not the hacker. Nothing is making sense to her right now. And Bailey's like, wait, what? Haleigh just freaking admitted she was the hacker at the house meeting. And Angela's like, I don't know, is she? So Bailey says that she got the short end of the stick this week. Everybody treated her like crap. Nobody's apologized to her. I don't get this whole treated her like crap thing. I don't see it. I feel like Bailey isolated herself at times. What, because people didn't talk to you? That's Big Brother. That happens every week when people go up on the block. They did not treat her poorly. Come on. So Angela is like, all right, I'm not going to have this conversation right now. So she starts walking away, going up to the HOH room. By the way, Bailey got a little bit heated during this. And Angela was not matching that heat. She was like, I'm out of here. And Bailey's like, what? You think you're so perfect? You're perfect, Angela? So meanwhile, Haleigh and Scottie were chatting over chess on the Sky Bridge. And this was a little bit confusing to watch because it seems like Scottie is maybe flipping back. I don't know. But Scottie, again, I'm just going to give you the highlights because this was a pretty long discussion. Scottie wants to know if Haleigh was pitching for him to go up this week. The answer is yes. But Haleigh says no. She says she did not even talk about him to Angela. That's a lie. And Scottie knows. Angela told him all about it. So I'm sure he put that in his back pocket. But Haleigh is saying that she wants Bailey to stay this week. And then Scottie brings out some info. He's like, just so you know, during Bailey's HOH week, she offered me a final 3 deal with her and Fessy. And Haleigh's like, what? That's very, very interesting. Honestly, I don't remember if that happened or not. This week has completely destroyed my brain. But if you guys remember if that was a real deal that was offered or not, let me know in the comments. I'm so sorry. So Scottie is like, also just so you know, everybody on the other side thinks that you've got this secret showmance going on with Fessy. And Haleigh's like, what? She's pissed when she hears that. She's like, ew, who's saying that, JC? She says it's not true. So then Haleigh's like, I don't know now if I can trust Fessy and Bailey. If, you know, I'm hearing about this final 3 thing. I thought that I was closer to Fessy. What is this? So she says at this point she only trusts Rockstar. So Scottie's like, well, we should keep Rockstar then. You know, it makes sense. So Scottie's also saying, Fessy was telling me and Tyler that the 3 of us guys have to stick together to the end. I remember he was definitely saying that. Because Fessy just likes to stay covered on all sides, you know? So Haleigh's like, I don't know what to do. What are we going to do, Scottie? She doesn't know if it's beneficial to keep Rockstar because, yeah, she trusts her the most, but, like, she's just a number for them. She's not going to win competitions and make moves for them. I don't know why people keep thinking that because she's come close to winning multiple competitions and she is definitely a threat in those mental ones, for sure. And again, there's also, like, chance competitions. She could totally win that, and that's somebody on your side. But Scottie's like, you know what? If we can get the votes to keep Bailey, I will vote with you. But if we can't, maybe we should just go with the house. You know, you don't want to be on the wrong side of the vote. So it's hard to tell where Scottie's allegiance really lies at this point because he was super open with Haleigh, but he did go and talk to Tyler after and tell her that he will be voting Bailey out. I'll say Scottie was definitely more open with Haleigh than he was with Tyler. So this is what I think is happening. First of all, I think he is planning on voting out Bailey this week. However, I think he's keeping his options open because they are about to play in another HOH. So he wants to make sure he's good on both sides. And I think there is a chance, like Level 4 was discussing earlier, maybe Scottie is trying to form some sort of middle alliance and he's going to try to break up the groups, form something in the middle. Maybe he wants to work with Tyler and Haleigh. Who freaking knows? But anyway, this morning, in true Big Brother 20 style, Tyler decides to share a secret. So Sam is just checking out her spider in the kitchen. She's pulling it out of the jar, like, what's up? And Tyler's like, I have to tell you something. He says, Bailey's gotta go because I have the second power app. If Bailey stays, she's gonna try to put me up with her app. Even if she doesn't win HOH, she's gonna be in control. But I will not go up because I'll use my app. So he says Bailey's gonna have to put up someone close to him instead. So Tyler's like, oh, sorry, Sam says, why didn't you tell me before? You didn't trust me? And Tyler's like, no, I didn't want to burden you with that info. I haven't told anybody else, I promise, because this only affects me. So, like, why do that, you know? So then he's telling her all about the cloud. He says it's good for 3 more weeks. And guess what? Remember when the cloud popped up on the screen last week and everybody saw it? Yeah, Big Brother did F up. So Tyler said he was freaking out when that happened because he didn't want anybody to know. Damn, that is a big screw up. Can you imagine if, like, there were any game consequences from that? Somebody would be getting fired. That's effed. So anyway, Haleigh then pulls Tyler aside to talk. Oh wait, I just want to say, I feel like Sam's probably not going to tell anybody about Tyler's power, but still, like, whoa. I guess he's trying to reel her in to secure that vote to get rid of Bailey this week. But anyway, Haleigh pulls Tyler aside to talk. She says that she wants to fix their personal relationship because, like, you know, she put him on the block this week. Whatevs. So Haleigh's like, you scare me in the game. Caitlyn told me all these alliances you were in. We never talk. So that's why I put you up. Tyler's like, you know that Caitlyn was telling lies. Okay? So blah, 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 blah. Haley's claiming that she was not part of the pitch to get Scottie up next to Tyler this week. That's a lie. And Tyler knows it's a lie because, of course, he's going to trust Angela over Haleigh. I mean, really. So, pretty sure Haleigh was just trying to cover her butt here, just in case Tyler wins this next HOH, but he knows that she was lying. So anyway, the feeds cut for the HOH lockdown. They were down for a long time, longer than usual, which was kind of weird. But anyway, at this point, it looks like Bailey is going. Is it gonna be unanimous? Possibly. I don't want to say that and then feel like Fessy, but it's possible because if the votes aren't there, would Haleigh and Fessy still vote out Rockstar? I don't know if they want to burn that bridge. I don't know if she would actually care because apparently she doesn't care about going this week and she would rather see Bailey stay, but whatever. So I don't know if Haleigh is going to follow through and cancel out Tyler's vote like she said. Maybe she'll cancel out her own if she's going to be voting Bailey out, if, you know, if it's going to be unanimous, because she doesn't want to, like, vote out her friend. I don't know. Maybe. Another question, are they telling Bailey beforehand? I feel like they must be, right? But I feel like she's still going to be pretty pissed. But who will be more shocked? Bailey or Rockstar? Rockstar's going to be shocked that she's staying this week. So, yeah, when the feeds came back, I don't know. Things looked a little bit shaky because Sam is having a major freak out. Casey was still trying to convince Sam when the feeds came back to get rid of Bailey this week. I think Sam was really affected by Bailey screaming yesterday and saying that people were treating her like crap. So she's like, oh, why can't we keep Bailey, blah, blah, blah. So I don't know. I'm assuming Casey's going to report back to Tyler. Tyler's going to try to lock in that vote probably. But we'll see what happens. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Like I said, it looks like Bailey's going, but you never know what could happen at the last minute. We'll see. So let me know in the comments what you think. And until tomorrow, much love.